Who is this?
All right, guys, welcome to another week of the Pink Boys podcast. And today I'm joined by three of the smuggest bastards you've ever met in your entire life, ready to burst out of their boy corsets, excited to describe the prophecies that have been fulfilled from the previous weeks. So without further ado, I got Tyson, legend of the Tysoon. How's it going, kid?
What's up? You fucking cum
Yeah.
sluts. I was
Oh
fucking
my
right.
god. That just at least take it easy on us first. You just go
Yeah,
right
man.
in like that.
It's-
Oof.
At least buy me dinner first, mate. Come on.
Yeah, even the Australians offended. Speaking of him, Adam, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Just got off work. Had a 4:30 shift. That was
Really wagey.
yeah,
Wagey alert.
yeah.
And also in addition to that, lad, we got how's it going there, my brother?
Good evening, everyone. It's good to be here. Hell
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, so silky smooth.
Mm.
I'm addicted.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
all right, well that was
And last
that
but
was
not
one
least,
bridge too
Kid
far.
Moyer.
We've got Moya
Oh,
here as
yeah.
well. Yeah,
There's also Kid Moore. Hey,
Just-
what are you
just
doing?
just
Oh.
fresh from the singles bar.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Yeah, well, at least it is for you, mate.
Hey, some people got to get picked every once in a while, and on a I guess a new moon, it happens to me as well. So
Moya,
hey.
Moya, what box you picking type thing.
Oh no, he's gone and said what he means. He's gone and said it. All right,
That's
well,
hot.
you know what? Time for a little bit of a lap here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I just have to simp really quick for Tyson. He said something last week. I think he said something along the lines of, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here. He was looking for Bitcoin to break around 42 or 41K. He was looking for it to break down to those numbers, and that's about where we're hitting. And I don't know. I'm actually still feeling pretty good about where we are right now, even in addition to that pathetic China FUD that came out today. So, Tyson, what do you think about the current price action in
Wait, real quick,
relation?
what
to
was the FUD? Can you? What was the
Well,
It was
it's
the
actually
Evergrande
on an.
stuff.
Oh
It's
right,
actually.
yeah.
What did you say, Tyson?
It was a combination of the Evergrande company default shit, and also because apparently China banned cryptocurrency trading for like the 7 billionth time.
Again, literally
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
2 years, like clockwork. It's so funny. And I will say, this is one of the first times where I've seen that article headline and the markets barely even reacted to it. They're like, "Yeah, sure you did, buddy. Go ahead. Good one.
All right,
Good
it's like
one."
okay,
So,
so it's like that grandpa with dementia. You're like, okay, yeah, it's like
Don't forget spy dumping as well.
that did happen as well. And
Mhm.
before we get on to the classics such as SPX dumping aggressively, Tyson, why don't you fill us in on Bitcoin's latest price action and what we should do about it?
Yeah, so we dumped last week, a couple days ago, because the Stoke was topped out and because the SPX looked like complete shit, right? And we tapped the 41 level that I was looking for. And I think if we get below 40.6 again, we're probably going to hit 37. So that's my next target.
ooh, sheesh.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I'm
no,
short
Oh,
right
so
now.
You think we're going lower, and you're a shorty boy. Shorty want
Yeah.
a thug?
I shorted
Wow.
around 44.
Mm.
Damn. And you were that certain it was going to go that low.
Oh yeah, 6 figure short, baby.
Oh, man. And
Ooh,
oh, he's gone
Well,
and
no,
said it.
let's just remember he's using leverage. He's actually not that rich and successful, or at least not yet.
cope and seethe.
Tyson, you'll always be rich and successful in my eyes. But
Thanks, baby.
so what I guess refresh my memory. What made you think it would go down to that 41K level? Because I gotta say, you called it with extreme accuracy, and I didn't expect that. I thought it would actually keep going up. So what led you to that?
41 was just like the range high. So if you look in February, like you guys remember in February this year, there was a fucking massive dump where Bitcoin dropped from like 41 to like 28 or something around there. Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that created like a range where we're now in.
That was January, by the way.
Well, actually, it created the range where we crabbed in after the nuke and we broke up from it. And now that we started dumping, we're testing the upper level of that range.
Which is
Oh, I
healthy,
see,
right?
okay.
And this is why Bitcoin's dumping, and this is why it's good, right?
I don't know. Macro. If we break, I think I can say this with like some level of confidence. I think if we break 36, it's pretty much a bear market at that
Yeah,
point.
36 isn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 36 on all fronts is just not good.
Yeah.
That's our
Ideally, we want
that's
to
the line we
like
need to
stop around
fucking
here, maybe at like
meet.
38, stop around there as well.
That's
But
the
36
red
is-
line,
yeah.
36K, the red line in Syria, right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna put that red line, just like Obama said. So, I mean, that'd be tough. And honestly, I feel like if it did break down below that, we're getting that good old like 13K action, right? I mean, sub 20 for sure, or no?
If we do break 36, I think we dump to 20, and that's a gigabyte for a good bounce. And if we put
Agreed.
another like lower high after that, we probably do see like maybe 17 or 15. Right?
Okay.
Whoa.
Before we tarnish our reputation here,
I'm getting hard.
But just keep in mind, if we go up from here, though, it's just going to confirm that this is just a macro retest of the breakout, and we
I
probably
don't
will
know
see
what it-
new all-time
it-
highs.
Fair enough. And I don't know if I've been paying attention to this stuff for so long that honestly, you make enough money and that's good for you, that's good for me, and it's good for everyone else. But I get more excited over seeing giant red wicks these days because I know how upset it makes other people. I guess that's just human nature in a very sad way. But for some reason, just seeing like a sea of red and the anger that accompanies it just kind of it gives me this feeling that green candles just don't. It's a very
Well,
special
it's
feeling,
funny when you're tethered up, but when USDC
Oh,
up or
yeah,
whatever the fuck you choose.
I
but
like
when-
the suffering a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
but you got to feel something once in a while, sure. But
exactly.
yeah, it's also when you see the big red like percentage number in your portfolio, you're like, haha, yay.
Dude, there is nothing comfier than being short while everyone else
Going
is
back to the
long. It
36K
feels so
thing.
good.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I just want to make clear to everyone because apparently some people just don't get it. We're talking about a closure below 36, like a wick below 36 could still
on the
be
1
okay.
week or the 1 day, King.
Ideally the 1 week, but I
Yeah.
guess the 1 day is a good start.
Well, I know you guys do like to look at things on a much more macro scale, and I will say it was completely unexpected. But hey, you know what? I'll reference myself because last week I mentioned that 25 EMA thing on the 1 week. We broke down below that, which was around I think 44K. If we keep sinking downwards further, we're in for a cold winter.
Oh yeah.
which I'm
It's
fine with.
beginning
But
to look a lot like Christmas.
oh my gosh, that was beautiful. That was
Just so you
beautiful.
know, in Australia, Christmas is during the summer. So
Really?
Yeah, dude.
So was your tree up right?
It's beginning
like,
to
a few
look a
months
lot
ago?
like Christmas.
I like Noel. Wait, do you sing Christmas songs, Adam, or what?
Yeah,
Like,
dude, we celebrate Christmas like everyone fucking else, but like it's just during a sunny day instead of like shit snow.
well, that's not the supposed time of the birth of Christ, so you're committing blasphemy, possibly.
Oh,
so,
Well,
oh no.
Oh, no.
All right, let
I wonder
me
if
up a little bit.
Christ ever saw snow.
You probably didn't.
That's
now that you think
that's a
about
little
it.
too esoteric right now. Let me reel it back in a little bit. Hi, 36K, the Wix. What are you trying to say? What do you enlighten me?
What I'm trying to say is that doesn't mean that you go on the fucking 5-minute time frame like a retard and say, oh no, it's below 36K, and then you watch it rise back up and be like, these guys don't know what they're talking about. Oh, we don't know what we're
yeah,
talking
but we
about.
don't. So
We don't.
That's
I'm
not
just
true.
saying you want to look
we
at
do.
the
This is
1 day, and
financial
if the
advice.
1 day candle closes below 36K, that's when the balls start dripping sweat.
Oh
yeah.
no. From where? I'm sorry. From all over the place, I'm assuming. All right. Well, I mean, you know what? For now, maybe I'm gonna hold to the bullish. I'm gonna hold the bullish a little bit, and I'm not ready to go bear with Tyson right now. He's aggro bear.
I'm
I don't
not.
think that's
I'm
me.
just saying, like, if this happens, then I'd flip bear. But right
If
now, who knows at this point, right?
Yeah, that is very, very true. Adam, what do you think?
I'm in a no trade zone at the moment. Because like yeah, I mean it could go up, it could go down. So I'm personally waiting for a break of 38 or a break of 46. And that's where I'm standing at the moment.
So where are we at right now? We're
We're at
about around
42.
42.
Yeah,
Yeah.
42.2. So I'm just waiting. I'm still in some still in a sheep long, still there, baby.
Are you
Uh
serious?
yeah. I do I do risk quite considerably, but she's still holding out and waiting for that Coinbase pump. Don't tell me it's already happened.
Actually, should I give us some free alpha?
Yeah, go on.
Go
I'm
ahead.
considering it. All right. Listen up, twats. All right, if you go to indicators and you click stochastic RSI
Is this on TradingView?
on
Oh, I know
trading,
what he's
yeah,
about to do. He's about
and
to do
then
it.
you input. So normally you're gonna see like 4, 3, 14, 14 or some shit. If you change the settings to 5, 3, 10, and 10, it becomes pretty close to God tier. So if you go on the 4 hour for Bitcoin, those settings would have predicted the dump, right? It started
Really?
topping out at like around 44.5, around there. It topped out at 44.5, and it called the
Mm.
dump. So that's why that just gave me a lot of confidence to enter my short.
Mm. Oh my God.
Um,
Tyson, jeez, that
He went along
you
and did
really
it. I never thought you'd you'd give that away.
yeah, that's
Wow.
proprietary
Oh,
information.
it's nothing, right?
all right. Yeah, that's nothing. There's more where that came from, kid, huh? So something that you have to mention alongside with that recent dump in Bitcoin, and obviously it's inspired by that. The trap markets kind of took a tail dive with it, or were
Yep.
kind of
Yep.
leading it.
I think I
And
already mentioned this, but SPX
go
broke
ahead.
like a multi-month long trend line. Was it multi-month?
It was over a year long, yeah.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
rising wedge. It's still technically broken out of it. It seems like it's retesting. If it re-enters the wedge, then I guess we're on for a bit more. But yeah, if it rejects here, that's not looking too good for the SPX. Not at all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, why did it do that exactly? Do we know why?
Just can't go up forever.
The
you know?
SPX? I
That's
mean,
where you're wrong,
it's
kiddo.
been it's essentially been a money printer for the past 100 years.
Yeah.
So why stop now, though? You know?
Exactly. Why?
Because we were born into this generation
This hellscape.
and this hellscape.
Well, honestly, I feel like you know, every few years, and you know what? To be perfectly honest, this happened during Trump's administration as well, where the news kind of tried to meme a recession into existence.
And the economy shit.
Yeah, it was literally like we're heading into the Trump recession. We're heading into the Trump recession, and there was nothing going on. But honestly, there were a few red days in the market just because they were pushing it so hard. And I even had one of my friends at work trying to tell me that a recession was most certainly coming. And I just, you know, he claims that it did end up happening because it coincided with COVID and that qualified as a recession. But I think that's kind of
Is he like
extemporaneous
a Nostradamus
circumstances.
type person who was like, yes, it was all foretold?
We can't forget the Fed's interest rates either, can we?
Oh, in what sense?
It went to 0 or something, didn't it?
I was like, it went to like 0.25, didn't it?
I forget, didn't
recently?
it go to 0 once?
Yes, it did.
It's
You are
infinite
correct
money.
about that. Yes, actually, there was a brief period where it went to negative interest rates as well. And
Oh, shit.
obviously, that's a terrible sign for the economy. And I don't know if that was actually in the US, it might have been overseas, but whatever. It is an absolutely terrible sign.
You do realize that different countries have different interest rates set by different central banks. It's not all
Yeah,
US. Okay.
that's good
Like-
for them, though. You know, that's sick. Good for
Yeah,
them.
but
Okay.
they're kind of irrelevant because the US dollar is still the big daddy. So it doesn't matter like what North Korea sets their interest rate in.
Oh, but it matters what like Europe does and stuff, like
Yeah.
Scandinavia.
We
To a
can't
certain
forget how
extent.
much of a
Yeah.
dive the dollar currency index took as well.
All right. So here's a question for you guys. Do you think this is bait? Because every single time I've seen the SPX do this over the past year, it's recovered within a matter of days. And I've seen some mini recoveries after that. And, is it sustainable? I mean, are we
Is
just going to be
this
sitting around being like, it recovered. It's
is this
fine.
our new segment, bait or based? Is that
Bait or based?
Bait or based.
I like that. That sticks actually.
I
So
don't really know what the time frame is on this supposed dump for trads, but I do think it's like a guaranteed thing in the future, right?
what?
Like
Really?
it's just
Armageddon?
like not trying to be like extra Asian here, but it's mathematically impossible for it to like not dump, right? Like
Sorry, it's
legit though.
mathematically impossible for what, Tyson? Say
Because
that again.
because SPX on the weekly, it's in a fucking like nearly vertical parabola, and parabolas are not sustainable in like any market whatsoever. So it
What
has
would
to
that
break parabola
attitude?
at one point, and when it does, it's going to cause a massive wall of sell pressure. It's just a matter of
Mm.
when, really, like how long they choose to distribute the SPX before like making the real move downwards.
Well, I will say, and I hate to do this because it's not particularly crypto related, but honestly, at this point, if you're trading Bitcoin, you fucking have to pay attention to the trad markets because
Yeah,
they're in sync. They're in sync, and you can't deny that. And people love to say that it's a shelter. It's absolutely
it's
not.
not. Yeah,
It's
The
actually not.
hellscape. It's a fucking hellscape.
But it always
Mhm.
bothers me when I brings it up. He always brings up the gold price. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before that, but I was at work the other day and I was scrolling around and I saw the headline of an article and it was like gold price jumps 0.8%. And I was like, fucking he was just talking about that. I'm not going to tell him he was right though. I'm not going to tell him he was right about
Never,
anything at all.
never,
I would
never.
You're not
I
gonna
would
give me that
never let him
satisfaction.
have that. What'd you say?
You're not gonna give me that level of satisfaction.
No, not at all. But you know what? For all the viewers, I'll give it to you now. So what do you have to say about it? Can you explain yourself, sir?
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is cope and seethe. No, gold is still looking good. Looks like it's in a bit of a weekly
Have
pennant
you
right
been
now.
stacking your shiny metal rocks, boy?
No, I don't own any gold at all.
I used to get into mining ETFs, gold mining ETFs back in the day, but that
Ooh.
was in like so the last time gold was relevant as an investment for me was in the 2009 and 10s. It was like 2009, 2010 when the economy was just people thought it wouldn't recover at all. I mean, that was the quote unquote great mortgage-backed securities recession. I haven't seen gold relevant since then. I think it's starting to become a little relevant now, especially after what I said. You really got me thinking there, cowboy.
For what it's worth, this pennant seems to be breaking out with an apex around the 16th of February 2022. So I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks out before then. Don't expect like a massive rip off the bat, but I think that's when we could kind of begin to see the power of gold really shine through.
Unlocked, unleashed.
Unleashed.
This is
Peter
an
Schiff.
anime for gold, golden friendship.
Peter Schiff is gonna be it's gonna be a happy man, baby.
Adam, you got anything to say about that, or you're
About
just like,
gold?
yeah, any of that?
I mean, I like how it looks, and one day I'll have a gold bar, but unfortunately,
Pretty
my investments strictly are make believe internet meme coins, which will never make me rich. But you know, one day,
Hey, they're
one
on
day.
their way. I
On their
believe
way.
you. I
Yeah.
believe you. But I will say, if you guys want to talk about safe havens and people are kind of like, why aren't they talking more about Bitcoin prices? Like, look, again, as I was saying before, Bitcoin's price and crypto as a whole has a hell of a lot what's going on in the real world. It's so funny because you'll be on Twitter all day and it'll be like, Bitcoin's the future. Crypto fixes this. This happens. This happens. Then the second trad markets dump and crypto follows along with it, they're kind of like, well, what can you do? What can you do? It's just, it's holding us back. It's holding us back. It's like, no, they're all correlated in a very specific way.
I do want to say something else, by the way, in relation to trads. I know this is going to come out of fucking nowhere,
Oh no.
but I'm slightly bullish on Tesla.
Oh my gosh. All right, Adam, what were you?
But I was
Adam,
gonna say
what
something
were
real
you
quick
gonna say?
because
What-
like the money that goes into Bitcoin has to come from somewhere.
Yes.
And you know, it comes from trads, let's be honest. And so when
Yeah.
the trad side of things tend to dry up and things get lean over there, they don't have to fucking, as Tyson said the other day, like Bitcoin is like the strip club. Like
Yes.
it's like where you go to spend your extra fucking, you know, dollar dues. Like, you know, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna 10x this shit, baby, but it doesn't matter. Like, and so that's like a lot of what's the word? Not what's the opposite of retail? I've just legit just lost my train of thought.
Retard.
In like whale volume.
No, like companies.
Oh,
like-
institutional.
Yeah.
Yes, institutional. Yeah, so
Call
that's
it
where
that.
a lot of institutional stuff comes from. So if they don't have the the money to drop on speculative investments that they can justify to their shareholders, they won't. But when they can, they will, and that's why it's grown so much in the last couple of years because trads have been going crazy, which has allowed the freedom of money to flow into Bitcoin, into crypto and other related asset classes.
Adam, that's an incredible point. And honestly, you just made everyone in the room 5% smarter than they were 30 seconds ago.
Well, I
So
legit
I
I forgot what institutional investment was there for a second.
That's okay, but everything after that was golden. Thanks for the buff.
It was good.
yeah.
My head is looking vascular right now.
Oh yeah.
I will say though, because I just had to bring up Tesla, fucking British bastard. But I will say, my buddy showed there's something very strange going on, and I never thought I would say this, but for some reason, safe haven investments, obviously things like real estate, gold, dumb shit like that boomers always talk about. Have you guys seen the prices of cars lately? My buddy showed me an 05 Malibu with 40,000 miles, $9,000 for a car that's almost like 15 years old. That is ridiculous. There's something. The car market is the real bull market.
I just bought a secondhand car couple like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
2008 Toyota Corolla.
that's sick. That's sick.
Like 120,000 kilometers. For seven.
Can anyone translate that?
That's about 70,000 miles, I think.
Oh my god! in
No,
heaven.
no, more than wait.
More than that.
Yeah,
For like 7,500 Australian dollars.
that's
But no,
crazy.
she's good. She's in good nick. Zooms around. If I hit a
There you
kangaroo,
go.
I'd probably kill it. Otherwise, it wouldn't kill me, which is nice. So yeah,
Do you guys eat kangaroos?
yes,
What? Wait, seriously?
yeah, dude, the kangaroo mate. Like, this isn't a meme. This is actually real. We eat kangaroos because kangaroos here are considered like pests. So they,
What the fuck?
so a lot of them are like shot and like made into dog food.
Oh my
What?
goodness! They're like jacked
Dog
as
food,
fuck,
hell yeah.
too, right?
Yeah, dude, they're fucking scary. Like, if they kick you, you die.
Could you take one on if
Jesus.
you wanted to?
They have like really long, like sharp, like kind of naily claw things on like their hands.
Mhm.
And they will scratch you the fuck up. And then if they kick you, like they'll break like every single rib and like intestine you have.
Shit.
Who would win
Um,
in a fight, a kangaroo or Mike Tyson?
I think they both go down swinging.
I'm going with Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You see the one who bit the guy's ear? That was the guy who bit the guy's ear, right? You guys don't remember that, do you?
No, a bit before my time.
You
You
guys
guys
are
must
too
have seen
young.
that video where it's like a kangaroo attacking a guy's dog, and
Yeah, and
the
then
guy
the
just
guy
goes up to
punches it in the
kangaroo.
face.
Yeah,
That was
And the
classic.
kangaroo like looks at him like, dude, what the fuck?
he just walks away.
Actually, I just remembered something really cool. I read this
no.
article a couple months back from this crypto OG, and he gives a really good case for like why Bitcoin is correlated with the
Why Bitcoin's
trade
bullish?
markets, right?
I think I
So-
remember when you posted this, Tyson. Go ahead. This is
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. It's from this guy called John J. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the biggest like trader on Bitfinex. I think he trades like over 500 billion in volume.
Oh, I remember.
Is he that guy who turned like $1,000 into like a gorillion? Or
Dude, he turned 500 into like 250 mil, I think.
yeah,
Or like more than
damn.
250 at this point.
Damn.
But his case for like why crypto is correlated, right? He says
Mm-hmm.
like imagine being an OG, right? You and your buddies have like thousands and thousands of Bitcoin. At that point, crypto is like entirely uncorrelated from the market. It doesn't give a fuck what SPX does.
Yeah, of
But
course.
after this massive bull run, like the one in 2017 and all that, their net worth explodes and it becomes like the majority of the volume on the market, right? You and your buddies make up the entire market. So they realize they can't have their entire net worth in something like so volatile. So what they do is they diversify in stocks, and they diversify using like a percentage ratio. So for example, they don't care about the dollar value, but they allocate like 25% of their net worth to like, I don't know, like medicine stocks, another 25% to like ETFs and all that stuff. And if stocks go up, for example, that would go over the allocated amount, and they would sell some of their stocks and allocate it back to Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin goes up, they would sell some of their Bitcoin and reallocate it to their under 25% or 50% other sections.
So they
So
like catch
it's
up
this
with each other
balancing
eventually, right?
act between like these trad investments and their Bitcoin stashes that correlates Bitcoin.
That's so interesting. So eventually the prices kind of catch up with each other because of the diversification in their wallets.
Exactly.
Correct?
And the same applies
Yeah.
for like funds and institutions as well, because they also use percentage ratios. So if a fund allocates 5% to Bitcoin, if stocks like are underperforming Bitcoin a lot,
Is it
they're gonna
5%
sell
in
it.
dollar value or 5% of total asset holdings? 'Cause that's quite different.
5% of the fund.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if Bitcoin starts overperforming like really hard compared to stocks, they're going to sell some of their Bitcoin back into the rest of the fund, and it's this like this balancing act that
So would you
creates this
say
correlation.
so the correlation to trads is a sign of maturity then for crypto because it's used
Sort
as
of.
like kind of like a balancing act.
It's sort of like an artificial correlation, but it's still there, right? It's not
Yeah.
correlated because like the assets are that connected. It's just correlated because of the nature of the economic system, like how
Yeah,
you
I
have
see
to
that.
diversify into trads in the
Yeah,
first
And that
place.
was birthed from very early investors in crypto, right?
Yeah,
In a
yeah.
way.
Like OG
Yep.
whales with thousands and thousands.
Do you know any OG whales? Because I don't, and I want to know some.
No comment.
Yeah, redacted.
Redacted.
Let that be stricken from the record. But I will say, kind of, we got Bitcoin, we got the trad market, so it's time to go deeper. Let's go into some shit coins. And I'll tell you, I kind of screwed up myself over the weekend. I do a lot of things on my work laptop that I shouldn't be doing on my work laptop, if you catch my drift. I mean,
Oh yeah.
sometimes I'll just type, the fappening and then a random actress or whatever, or just, just
Those
You play Minecraft, right?
OnlyFans subscriptions really do add up, don't they,
no,
Moya?
well, that seems like a very fair thing to do on a work laptop because there's like a transaction of currency, so that's fine. But I'll tell you what, I never got into that dumb NFT shit. And I will say, I do like green aliens, and I think aliens kind of look cool. And now that
What?
it's going somewhere. Now that I'm kind of a phantom FTM aficionado, please buy it. Please pump my bags, sirs. I started looking at the NFT marketplace for Phantom on my work laptop, and I started to do all that stupid. I had the MetaMask going, and I was on the Paint dot whatever site, and I saw a really cool alien NFT that I wanted to get for like a couple hundred Phantom, and I tried to organize it on my work laptop to get it, and then the second I installed the MetaMask extension on
Oh
Firefox.
no.
Oh no,
Oh,
no, no.
no.
I got a notice on the bottom right of my screen that was like CrowdStrike has disabled. It would say CrowdStrike has disabled the internet on your computer. And I was
Oh,
like,
no.
they don't mean that. They don't mean that. So I just restarted my computer and it's like, shit, the internet is literally bricked on my computer right now and I can't do anything. So I show up to work like a good little wagey on Monday, and I have an email from IT security that's like, you have to hand us over your laptop. So and I handed it over to them, And I was like, that's it. I'm going to get fired. I didn't have any time to prepare for this. And a few days later, I think it was because one of the IT security guys was a gay guy that hit on me at the Christmas party like 3 years ago. He kind of
Fuck.
just he kind of just let things slide, and he was like, just no more doing crypto stuff on your laptop. And I was like, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. So, anyways, I finally got my laptop back, and one of my buddies messaged me on work. He said, "I can't go on BlockFi anymore. Crypto's blocked across the entire company."
Oh no.
So it was incredibly embarrassing, and all I can say is, guys, if you're on your work laptop, then please don't do crypto shit on Firefox, or you will get axed. I don't know. Have you guys ever been in embarrassing crypto situations like that just kind of make you
Well,
look like
I
a
have
tard?
a bit of a story. Yeah, so like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, well, actually 2.5 years ago now, I was doing an internship at this company, right, just for like a couple of months. And I got the internship through a family friend, and it was very obvious that that family friend hadn't really fucking told the company that I was going to come. Like, they knew I was coming, but like they hadn't really given it that much thought. And so for about 3 months, I had fucking nothing to do. So I just sat at the communal desk for 3 months straight, staring at Binance,
based.
staring at Binance and like whatnot. And like at that time, my goal was to make like $70 a day trading.
King shit.
Yeah, and I was like in my teenager and stuff. And I would constantly have the other interns be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, they haven't given me anything to do." And so all I'd do is just like stare at charts and stuff. And whenever like an actual staff member came around, I like switch tabs to like, I don't know, like poor people in Africa. And so it looked like I was working. And just so you know, I got paid $2.80 an hour at this job
What?
because
How is that legal?
the
because when I lived in
fuck?
When I lived in Singapore, they don't have any
What?
labor laws.
280. The
Yeah,
Oh my
so yeah,
They're like,
that's
get back to work. Get back to work.
something like that. And so yeah, I mean, technically at that internship, I was technically like legally volunteering, and they were paying me $500 a month. But because I was like there full time, like 9 to 5 type vibe, like it worked out to be about $2.80 a month.
That's not bad at all.
And so when I
Jesus.
moved here back to Australia and I got like a normal job, my income literally 10x'd. So
Nice.
Damn.
I
That's
actually
not
have a
bad at
similar
all.
story to that. Well, when I was working in Vietnam like a couple years ago, in like 2019, I actually got the job because my mom was like childhood friends with the CEO, and he just brought me on because he felt like it, right? And
yeah.
when I was there, I was so fucking shit. I did literally nothing the entire fucking time. I would just sit next to people and just go on fucking BitMEX and try and like do some YOLO trades. And dude, every single like guy in the office, they were seething hard as fuck at me. But all the girls, because like I was a foreigner or something, they just like loved talking to me and shit. So that
Oh yeah.
made them seethe extra fucking hard. And I think the entire like 2 months I was there, I did like 1 hour of work.
Let's go. Did you get
Are you
paid though?
sure that? Yeah. Did you get paid?
I got paid like $2,000 a month. It's fucking
Damn,
Gino.
dude.
Ooh,
For an
wow.
internship, that's not bad at all. Are you sure the CEO wasn't your father in secret?
Dude, that's the crazy thing. This guy,
Oh,
apparently
no,
he
I
was
was
like
joking.
my mom's like ex-boyfriend or something, right?
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
so
That's
he
so
treated
hot.
me like so special. He would bring me out to like lunch at 5-star restaurants like nearly every single time.
What?
One time he
Oh,
brought me
that's
out to this shopping mall, and he bought me like $1,000 worth of like clothing.
What
I
the
just
fuck?
had to walk back into the office after lunch with like these fucking Gucci bags, and everyone was like staring at me so fucking hard.
Dude, they would have hated you so much. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
episode name. Tyson gets groomed.
You know the worst part? Dude, the guy,
Go ahead.
the CEO, at one point he said, yeah, maybe in a different life you would have been my son.
Oh
Oh,
Serious?
no.
You
Oh
have to be
no.
kidding. You have to be kidding,
I'm not
Tyson.
even
Are you
joking,
serious?
dude. At that point, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna finesse the fuck out of this.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I remember I got my first internship was at a finance firm because my dad played football with the owner at Ivy League. My dad's a much more successful man than I will ever be. And he I got the job and I just played this game called Evany. the entire time. And it's one of those like city building, like browser based games. And I remember one day I got pulled in the office and there was an HR lady sitting next to my manager and everything was really serious. And they're like, if you weren't in this special internship program, we would have fired you by now, blah, blah, blah. And the HR lady was taking notes and everything. And I was like, whatever. Like, what do you want me to? Dude, it's an internship. Like, literally, who cares? It's like so ridiculous. Whatever. You can't win them all. Evening is a sick game. If anyone ever wants to try that out. So, anything from you or what?
I do have some stories. I don't know if I want to mention them because
All right. Well, you know what?
Foxworthy.
Yeah, they are doxworthy.
I was going to say,
don't-
like in the
go
future, if I'm ever like the head of a company, and you guys have sons or daughters that you want me to bring them over and have them do absolutely nothing, I'll do it.
And then are you gonna say to
Hell
them,
yeah.
in another life I would have been your father? Is that gonna be
Yeah. Instead, you're just gonna say your father, Kid Moyer, he's a rat bastard.
yeah, he's a rat fuck.
And Tyson will be like, "But you know what? You're a good kid."
You're a good kid. You're a good kid.
I'll tell you what, though. I guess this is a Tyson simp episode because I got to call this out a little bit. Last week, you called like Adam, Avax, and Luna and a bunch of shit like that because you said they all traded similarly. Dude, those things are popping off, man. If someone listened to you talking about that, you were right on the money. Even in the bear, they were holding up really, really well. And I think I saw one of them up like 25% over the 7-day or something like that. I mean, well,
I think that was Luna.
was that Luna? Do you feel vindicated through any of this or what?
Yeah, it feels pretty good because if you just look at all three of these coins, right, and Solana, they're literally like the same coin but like copy pasted 4 times. And when one of them like runs really hard and pumps like 30%, you can almost guarantee that one of the other 3 is going to pump the exact same way, So if you just play like the lag behind one of these coins, you're like nearly guaranteed to make money every time. And they also dump at the same time as well.
Yeah, that's what it seems
So
like.
you can just quadruple your dump losses. That's always fun.
Yeah.
You also said and sometimes Chainlink, but Chainlink's like, nah, I'm on my own.
When all of them were like $25, I thought, oh man, these are like 4 extra like chain links that I have. But then we all see
that is
how
true.
fucking link turned out. All right.
Actually, here's a good mission for you. Find me a bunch of tokens that are around the same price and dollar amount as Chainlink, and then tell me which ones they are so I can jump over to them.
Dot.
Dot. It's too late for that. Dot's
Well, you know
too
what?
far ahead.
If you
right?
asked that a few months ago, we could have said Solana as well.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Look where that is now.
No. He's gone and said that. I wasn't ready for that.
Why do we never get our turn, bros?
Nah.
We
we've
do
all-
get
we've
our
all
turn.
been there.
We decided our biggest turn was Link, and we had our turn. We overstayed our welcome.
I think it was time to get out of Link and jump into something else. But
The play, we all know what the play was. The play was to sell at August last year, and blah, blah,
No,
blah,
it
go
was the
into
plan was to
Bitcoin
get out of
again.
Link and jump into something else. Yeah, that's something else with a bathtub with a toaster in it.
What an old school Tom and Jerry way of offing yourself.
I mean,
That's all, folks.
my favorite way is headbutting a pavement as hard as you can.
What? Oh my god, that must
I
be
like
a
that. I like
brilliant
that.
thing. All right. Well, before I move on a little bit, do you guys have any other shit coins that are on your mind after this latest mix, or are we just more of the same? First
More of
off,
the same.
buy Phantom, and then Adam says what? Buy
Don't buy
Sheep?
Phantom. Ignore
Buy
him.
RSR, that's what I say.
Oh my gosh, you always
Don't buy any of those.
Okay. Well, you got a lot to say. What do you think? What should we get into?
Bitcoin.
Oh my god. Oh
No,
my
no.
gosh. You're an intellectual. Come on.
Honestly, for me, I think this is a no trade zone. Not until
Yeah,
Bitcoin
same.
makes
Thank
its
you.
move.
You know what? Sometimes the best play is to not make a play at all. That's actually incredibly smart. What about you, Tyson? Squeak that chair. It's like a genie rubbing a lamp. It's like a genie rubbing. Sorry, Tyson has a squeaky chair. We always joke about it. It's like his lucky chair. So what's the chair telling you these days, kid?
The chair told me to buy PYR.
Oh, that's
Fucking
true.
base, dude. I bought that
What-
shit at 460 and like literally half an hour after, it pumps like 40%.
What is that exactly? What's that stand
I
for?
have no fucking idea. I think
He
I
has
just
no
saw the
idea what it
chart. It
does.
was like accumulating, and people on Twitter were talking about it. So I'm like, I'm gonna put a couple grand in this. And
You guys want to know what not to buy?
it's like 2x by
Okay.
now, I think.
Nice, Tyson. What do we not buy?
UNN.
Oh
Oh,
no.
man.
Oh no.
Please don't buy UNN, guys.
That's
Actually,
just
no,
down
do
in the
buy it. We
dump.
have friends we need to help out. Go ahead. Buy some bags.
Pump his
Nah.
bags.
Do not buy tokens for the sake of desperate Chinamen.
No, I mean, if you've a spare $25, just put it in. UNN.
Just throw it in.
25.
You'll pump it by 30%. So the order book is that thin.
That's incredible. Speaking of questionable order books, something caught my eye recently, and I guess this kind of pulls back to the trad market stuff we were discussing. It looks like from a stock advisory standpoint, Nancy Pelosi is one of the best day traders we got right now.
Amazing.
Game,
baby.
Just incredible. How do they do it?
She
How do
can't
they
keep
do it?
getting away with it. Yo, she's a
Keep
bad
getting
bitch,
away
though.
with it.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch. Did you see the other day where and I promise, I'm sorry, I just can't control myself when it comes to politics because I love talking about it. But
We know.
there was the vote for the Iron Dome thing, and AOC originally said no, and then Pelosi fucking got out the whip and she got her to change her vote to like present or something like that. And then AOC started crying. Like, imagine you're some like up and comer, hot shot new politician, like relatively hot chick, and Pelosi, a literal
Pelosi.
corpse, just slaps you down. Yeah, Mommy Pelosi slaps you down. I fucking love it, dude. I can't get sick of that kind of shit. But look, it looks like she was in Nvidia, Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Roblox. And a lot of these are tied with the days of the IPOs. For I think it was it says the day of the IPO on March 10th, Nancy Pelosi took up a big chunk. So I mean, is she just complete pro, or did she have insider info, bros? You tell me.
I wouldn't say anything that had anything to do with treasonous kind of opinions.
Yeah, I bet her trading view is full of trend lines.
Dude, apparently she sold like $1 million of Chinese stock before the Chinese Evergrande stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, she was involved with that?
Apparently she had stock in that, like $1 million worth of it.
After the dump or before the dump?
No, before.
Yeah, she looked at the stock RSI and she's like, oh, it's time to sell.
Yeah, about 3 hours before the news drops. Oh, that looks bearish.
I just like to imagine her with like a 6-screen setup with like, okay, here we go. All right, let's see here.
This is my TradingView Pro subscription. I'm going to claim that on my deductibles for being a house rep. Because, I'm on the economic board, and so I need to know this stuff.
Well, I gotta say, I saw a lot of people online complaining about old politicians the other day, and I'm just kind of like, you know what? If they're old and they're slapping these young people down still, then they might as well hang out there for a little bit because it's kind of fucking hilarious. They were talking about this guy Chuck Grassley, who's 88 years old and he's running for another term, and it's just kind of like, dude, you're 88, you got to relax at some point. But it's like, nah. They feel like they can still do it, and I hope I don't grow up to be that old. I'll tell you that much. That would be fucking brutal. Oh
live fast, die young. Is that your motto?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to die young. I did a little bit of the living fast, but it's all right.
You still are, Moy. You still are.
I'm definitely still in that fast lane. But
I just hope I get into a self-defense situation against Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my god!
Where you would have to do what, sir?
If she threatens my life, I'm gonna do what I have to do.
Stand your ground. Do it in Texas. Stand your ground, baby.
She's not the politician you'd have to worry
so like,
about.
let's say she comes up to you and she's like, "Hey, give me your Ledger Nano X right now. Hand over those Ethereums, boy."
Oh no!
It's a shame though, because my Ledger Nano X fell off a boat during a fishing accident. And so...
Oh, no way. Same here.
Yeah, I was going out fishing with my Legend Nano X because that's what I do, and I was just showing it to my friend, and we pulled in a big marlin, and what do you know? It flipped my Legend Nano X into the bottom of the ocean, and I lost my private keys, and so therefore
Oh,
it's no longer mine.
how are you gonna do taxes now?
I know, right? How am I going to get taxes? That's the biggest question.
That's a
of
really
all.
good question.
What a
I will
shame.
say, oh god, I definitely don't want to talk about those because that's some heat that some people aren't ready for. But all I'm saying is that they're kind of a meme a little bit. So
Taxes,
I, lo-
taxes.
I love when people will sell like $500 out of E-Trade and like calculate the taxes. It's like, dude, they're not gonna come after you for that. I'm sorry to say. It's like, nah, but just in case. I'm like, dude, can you not give these people can you not give them this? Like, make them work for it a little bit.
I
You
Yeah,
know
know.
like
what I
earn their
mean?
paycheck. Make the IRS earn their paycheck.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Here's something I wanted to get out of the way this real
Therefore,
quick.
tax evasion is helping the economy. There you go. Let's go.
There you go. Yeah, because it gives you more liquid liquid spending in your wallet there. Tyson, Adam, and I guess around the horn. What do you have to pay on like short term trades in taxes supposedly in your countries? Tyson,
I
Um,
have to pay like 33% per trade, I think.
are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not paying a
And that's
single
in
cent
where?
of
New
that.
Zealand?
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, crypto to crypto,
Adam,
right?
what about you, Adam?
Well, I
Theoretically.
theoretically, hypothetically, I would have my all my crypto based in Singapore.
Mm.
And so hypothetically, theoretically, I don't really pay attention to Australian laws, even though I should. And I think if I hypothetically traded crypto in Australia, I think it's 33 cents on the dollar for short-term cap gains.
Are you serious?
But I don't know. I think there's a bit of a confusion about crypto to crypto versus crypto to fiat, which is the big thing. Because if it's crypto to fiat, that's like okay, like whatever, not fair enough, but like okay, I get it. But if it's crypto to crypto, like dude, that's fucked.
That is
Like,
fucked in the feed. What is it for you,
so I'm not too well versed in the details, but I know for something
Good.
like for just simple capital gains tax, I know that if it's over something like, I think like £150,000 or something, it goes up to like, I think 45%, something ridiculous. But then there's also shit like if you open a limited company and do stuff like that, and pay business tax, you can do that. It's all complicated. I mean, hypothetically, something blah 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 blah. I haven't actually paid too much attention to it because I've never gotten to that point.
Good.
Not
I'm
because
glad.
I can't, but because I just haven't bothered. And hypothetically, if you want to make small transactions, you could just. I mean, we have like up to something like £12,000 of like tax-free, like leeway. And plus,
Nice.
I mean, if you want to make small purchases, I guess hypothetically, metaphorically,
in Minecraft, of course.
So someone who
Sexual.
isn't me in Minecraft, running a virtual machine, playing Counter-Strike 1.6 on a Russian server, Dust 2. You could buy like Bitcoin gift cards and stuff, and make those small transactions.
Wow. All right. Well, you're going way down the
real
rabbit
alpha,
hole
the
there.
real alpha.
Yeah.
Man.
Taxes are real different over there than they are here. Over there, it's like, excuse me, you owe the queen, like blah blah blah. Please give this money. Over here, it's like SWAT team at your door, flamethrower. Oh, by the way, you had drugs on you, and a cop shoots you like 40 times just to remove the threat. That's how serious it is over here. But I will say, I just gotta say it. He's gonna say it. Crypto to crypto is a fucking meme. I swear to God, they don't tax that over here, dude. They don't know when you're doing that shit on like Ether, Delta, whatever dude. They don't know that. Stop pretending that they do and stop paying them for it. But
okay, let's not go so far as to say to encourage people to fucking.
You're right. Pay every single penny of your taxes to the proper authorities.
No, actually, I'll say it right now. I am committing tax evasion, and I'm not going to pay a single cent.
Oh no!
Oh no! Well, soon we'll be have to doing these episodes from prison.
No.
He's a mad bastard.
I'm just gonna edit this part and put some reverb in, make it sound like he's in prison.
That what? Yeah, just Tyson.
Bars.
Yeah, send letters from prison or something like that. We needed an investigative discovery episode on you, like slowly zooming in on your face and like a voice talking over it or something like that.
Oh shit, guys! Someone's knocking on my door.
Same here. Just real quick because just I guess because we started
I
talking
want to go
about
around the horn here.
yeah, no, I
I am
wish
kind of horny right now. Not gonna
maybe.
lie.
Oh my god, he's. Did you guys see that stupid fucking thing that like I don't even know if it's real. It was that, and first off, I'm not trying to come from this from a perspective that I think this is like cool or anything, but I'm kind of wondering what the future of it is and if it has any effect on crypto in general, because it seemed to the last time. But I think it was like the CEO of AMC said like maybe one day we'll accept Dogecoin, blah 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 blah. So let me try and frame this in a more interesting way because I know you're just extreme intellectuals. You guys are just savants. Do you think that meme tier investing has any more legs within crypto, or was that the end of it?
Everyone
Yeah,
always
it
thinks
always
it's
will.
the end. They always think it's the end. And then the next
It'll
fucking
always
Doge
be there.
happens, and then you're like, "Oh, I thought it was over. I missed that boat." It's like, "Well done, idiot!" Like,
Yeah.
um,
Also, I just want to say the people that call for adoption of meme coins and shit, these people have never transacted in crypto in their lives.
Mm,
well, that's why we have Cardano, right, guys? Fast TPS.
stop. Tyson, what were you gonna say?
I forgot.
Nice, really.
I
I
just
think
had an aneurysm.
I think you have to do that once per week. You had to get busy with your prison boyfriend.
No, I'm
This
just looking at
podcast
the
fucking
at the
sucks.
Bitcoin chart right now, and dude, if you invert the chart, it looks really fucking bullish.
Oh
Really?
no!
Yeah,
No, that means it's
Oh,
bearish.
that's bad.
You'd
Yeah.
reverse it.
That means it's bearish.
yeah. Like
I-
if we close and hold the weekly breaks, if we hold and close the weekly, and it breaks into my EMA ribbon, that's pretty fucking bad, bro. Like it could be the start of a new bear market if it
Oh,
does that.
Stop saying that because it's always
Stop it,
bullshit.
It's too soon. Too
Yeah,
soon.
You sure? I mean, it wasn't bullshit when people were calling for a bear market when it was 17K in 2018.
No one was calling for a bear market. That's the whole meme.
Yeah, they were. Do you
There
remember
were.
Big Dog? Was that was that
Yeah,
what it
Big
was?
Dog, and then he came back, and then he's like, "Oh, April Fools, it's gonna short it," and then it pumped. Like that was like literally the bottom. You remember that?
No,
he
but
said
but
no, he
before,
said
like in
something like it would
January.
never be above 15K or something.
No,
Yeah.
no, yeah, but do you remember before that, the tweet or whatever before that? He literally called like the exact bottom, like the bottom, like the 3K bottom. Do you know
No,
that?
remember-
you know, like before even that, he called the actual top for Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, and you know we all know he's like I don't know, SN equals BD, but yeah, no, like that guy actually like is plugged into some shit because he knows. But
Not
he
even
also
Big Dog, like some Twitter people like Crypto Z's. He actually called the top as well.
crypto Z's.
Yeah.
So,
Myron,
I
bro.
mean, are these-
You
are
Myron,
these
bro?
guys just- first off, that's pathetic, Tyson. But
What?
also, crypto Z's. What am I supposed to do with
He's
that?
fucking
Like,
Chad, bro.
oh my gosh, can we? Oh my
We're gonna
god,
make it right.
Evan.
Um,
So, go
Oh
ahead.
my
I.
Lana.
oh fuck, what was it? Oh yeah, do you guys remember Asuka's prophecy?
Oh, I liked that one a lot. Actually,
That was so
one,
good.
That one was really, really good with the smug Asuka, and it was like the charts never lie. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah. That one
yeah.
had me going, and then by the time October came around, it was like, this is actually completely wrong. But
That thing
maybe that
blew
person's
up though.
time scale was off or something like that. Would you
Asuka's
say?
prophecy really blew up.
Yeah, I remember actually seeing that just like on Twitter, just like scrolling around, like I just see it posted by random people.
Dude, it was retweeted by Edward Snowden.
Are
And
you
Elon,
serious?
yeah, Elon Musk was in.
That's
Do you
right.
guys remember? It was in 2019. I remember there was a Bitcoin pump that Asuka's prophecy called like once again, and I remember Edward Snowden posted a picture of that very Asuka, the
Right.
smug one, and Elon Musk was replying with like fire emojis and shit. They didn't make any comment about
Dude,
Bitcoin,
that's-
but it was like within the minutes of
that's the
within minutes of
cringiest shit
Bitcoin
I've ever
pumping.
heard. It's so cringy.
Yeah, but
I'm-
it's
Go
it's
ahead.
quite it's way cooler than what you get nowadays because at least like it's low key back then. Like a very very specific subset of people would have known what they were talking about.
Well, it's all gotten a little bit apocryphal in a way, and it's just kind of
That's a
it's
big
kind of
word.
oh yeah, I had you got sometimes
I
you got to
like
do
that.
it to them, you know. You got to show your wizened old age, and I just want to say that there's a lot of times where we're looking towards the future and said this is the golden bull run, or this is the prophecy, or this is what will happen. We kind of romanticize the future of crypto in a way where it's really just like the SPX went up, so Bitcoin probably will at some point. It's like a lot lazier and less interesting than we make it out to be.
Well,
And
it's
that's
always
because
like it's like
go
Occam's
ahead.
razor, right? It's like what's more likely, some crazy fucking cosmic Neolithic ancient prophecy, or just
Yeah.
confluence between markets. It's like I think
How
I'm
about
gonna
both?
go. Yeah,
Yeah,
bit of
how
both.
about
Why not
both?
both? I will say, I hate Occam's razor in a paranormal sense because ghosts and aliens are definitely real, and
Hell
It's the most
fucking
Reddit
yeah.
razor.
one's gonna probe Tyson tonight, and it's gonna be fucking sick. But applying it to the market, I totally agree with that. I think that's incredibly interesting, and I actually think that's a really good point. So
Look at me with all the insights today.
yeah, that's true. Actually, I should start handing out gold stars.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
Oh
you can,
shit, I
You don't
remember
get any
those.
today.
you
Sorry,
can pay
kid.
me in fanties. It's okay.
Shit.
Well, I definitely can't pay you in NFTs because it wasn't
You
able.
just brought back a bunch of great memories. I forgot they used to do that in school.
What? Give golden stars?
Yeah, you had like a gold star
did you
chart.
measure your personal like fucking well-being in gold stars?
Dude, that shit was like Bitcoin for me back then.
Yeah.
I remember accumulating that shit, and it would equate to like PS2 games and shit.
Heyo.
Oh my god, I just had a really shit memory.
Oh no! Go ahead,
Yeah,
kid.
go on.
All right, so
We're here for you.
okay, this can sound really cringe, but when I was in primary school, I had I had this folder where every time the teacher gave me an award or he said a compliment about me, I would write it down and like frame it in that folder.
Aw,
That's so
Say you're
nice.
Say
that's
you're from
actually
an
really
Asian
nice.
family without saying you're from an Asian family.
Yeah, very true.
Oh my god, that's really really impressive, Tyson. I don't know what it's like being in a classroom, honestly. I mean, I
Oh
was
shit.
I was
Yeah.
homeschooled.
Oh,
so
really? Is that explains a lot?
Yeah.
It's so funny because sometimes people go, "Really? I never noticed that. I would have never noticed that." Or some people just go, "Oh, now everything makes
Yeah,
sense."
everything makes sense. It's the
But
reason why you're discussing internet meme coins with a bunch of fucking strangers on the internet as opposed to having a real life.
Well, you know, not to get dark, but
Go ahead.
I mean, you know what they say, right? Your childhood experiences shape who you become for the rest of your life.
Yeah, obviously.
Everyone has a dark moment from primary school that kind
Oh,
of
no.
changes them.
Yeah.
No, I sure did. Like at the
Um,
time, well, I mean, in hindsight, it doesn't seem like much on paper, but at the time, to you as a kid, that shit was terrifying. It was traumatic. It would
Yeah.
just change you.
I feel like kids are especially ruthless in middle school. That's
Oh,
a fucking
Oh,
nasty
yeah.
time.
Dude,
Dude,
yeah,
kids on the
dude.
lacrosse team when I was in middle school, they were fucking nasty, man. They were really, really rude. It was like, wow, oh my gosh.
it's
I'm
like-
going back to my homeschool later. Come on now. All right. Just to move things around a little bit. I just noticed it today. I started seeing a few orange leaves and the fall's coming. It's beautiful. It's my favorite season, so I'm dying to know. What are you gonna be for Halloween?
For Halloween. You know what? You know what the scariest thing is for me?
Uh-oh. Spooky.
margin balance low, liquidation imminent. That's what the scariest thing for him is.
Big Russian man in blue and black plaid.
Oh my god. I just
Hiding
got
in the bushes, ready to make you drop your wallet and collapse.
Dude, you should cosplay as Sergey. You'd fit in.
Oh my god.
I don't think he doesn't look much like him.
Yeah, I don't think I look too much like Sergey. I'm sorry.
Tyson, what about you, buddy? What are you gonna be?
I
School
like
teacher?
I like Adam's idea. I want to cosplay as a liquidation notice. That's really fucking
You
cool.
just
How do you do that?
You just paste it over your body, I guess.
it's just
Oh,
a t-shirt,
You can make a
Binance
shirt
cap.
that says,
No
Adam-
t-shirt. I'm gonna paint it on my on my
your-
skin.
on your
Your
body.
belly.
Yeah.
There you go. Adam, what about you?
Yeah,
A
I might
kangaroo?
yeah. I mean that's a bit. I don't know. I might fucking blend into like the rest of the nature here, and I might get lost forever if I come as a kangaroo.
That'd be beautiful. Be raised
no,
by them.
yeah, exactly. No, but I want to I'll come as a big red, like a fat candle, like the candle where people start posting on Twitter. I lost literally everything. Can you
And your
please
head
help
is
me?
your head is a wick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I just had the strangest fucking vision just now. I
Oh,
just
no.
envisioned myself like as a kid walking down the street doing trick or treat, and like, I was just like looking across the road, and I just see this dark figure, and he's smiling at me, and I kind of
and he weighs about 400 kilograms, and he wears a blade shirt.
no. I kind of do a double check, and I take a closer look, and it's Arthur Hayes, and he's just smiling at me.
Ah, no. Most
And he just
terrifying
starts
man on
sprinting
earth.
towards me.
Well, thank you for sharing your childhood trauma. I'm sure there's way more where that came from. In case you guys are wondering, I'm definitely going to be a Coomer for Halloween because I don't have to change my outfit. But for that, I'll wrap it on up. Thanks for filling us in. You know what? I think we're all feeling a little bit gloomy this week, but hey, next week we'll see what happens. But
Yeah,
for
sure.
now, keep your eyes on the chart. And Tyson's a cringe lord, so
Yeah.
good luck out there, everyone.
See ya.
Thanks,
See you guys.
guys.
Good night.